Welcome back to our channel, Shell and Micah. We're two sisters.
I'm a licensed hairstylist.
And I'm a DIY stylist.
And we're blending both worlds to help you care for
and love your natural hair. In our previous video, we discussed what it really means to have hydrated and moisturized hair. In this video, we're going to focus on hydration.
We're going to discuss the best methods to hydrate and fight against dry hair and top ingredients to look for ultimate hydration.
And keep watching, and we're going to add in a secret tip that some may not even be aware of that's very important if you want to achieve and maintain hydrated natural hair.
So first, let's start off with, what does hydration mean? Hydration means to add or absorb water, right? And our bodies need it, and so do our hair. We mentioned it before, and we'll mention it again. You drink more water. Everybody, if you already drink a lot of water a day, keep up the good work. You can move on to step 2.
Step 2 is all about the cleansing process of our hair. So everyone have their own wash day routine, but there are 3 important things you want to focus on. This is the recipe to hydrating your natural hair. First, there's detangling, hair rinsing, and cleansing. Detangling. It's so important to detangle your hair before you wash. I know it's dreadful. You may hate the process, the routine, but if you get that down packed first, your wash days will be so much easier. Another reason why it's so important is when our hair is thoroughly detangled, we allow water to evenly saturate and penetrate our hair strands. And it also prevents matting and tangling of our hair.
And shout out to our viewers who have locks. Of course, you wouldn't necessarily pre-detangle, but if your hair is loose, so you could skip this step and go to the next. So the next step is rinsing. Don't just start off by adding shampoo directly to your hair. Remember, hydration is all about water absorbing into our hair. So on your wash days, think about it. It's been 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks that your hair hasn't absorbed any water, right? So when you start, you want to allow the water to rinse. Just let it run on your hair for at least maybe even 2 to 3 minutes. Let that water soak up your hair. The temperature of your water is also important. You do want it to be at a comfortable warm temperature, because what happens is this allows the hair cuticle to lift up. You want that to happen so that the water can saturate, penetrate, absorb into your hair strands. This is a good way to make sure that your shampoo will saturate your hair properly as well.
And then third is cleansing. Shampooing our hair. Now, we did discuss in our previous video that cleansing our hair and wash days are extremely important. Keep this in mind. Shampoo is soap for the hair, so it's going to remove all of that debris, product, and pollution from our hair strands, and going to lift up the cuticle of our hair strands so that water can be absorbed to the cortex, or the innermost layer of our hair strand. And this is what it really means to hydrate our hair.
All this information, that's why co-washing should not be your only method of cleansing your hair. It's okay to do in between a good shampoo, but if you use co-washing alone, it's going to actually increase product buildup, prevent water from absorbing within the hair, and over time your hair will start to become dry and dull, and you'll wonder, like, I'm washing my hair but it still feels dry, because you're not properly removing any buildup or even opening that hair cuticle up with the proper shampoo so that water can actually absorb and hydrate your hair.
And that leads us to the secret bonus tip of hydrating our hair, and that is clarifying. We went over cleansing our hair with shampoo and it removes all the debris. A clarifying shampoo is going to remove even more buildup. And on top of that, it's going to remove minerals that's often deposited from the tap water we use to wash our hair, from well water, if that's what you're using. Even if you're going, it's summertime, we're going to the pool. Well, we're not going to the pool. But if we ever get to go to the pool,
again, the chlorine.
Ever get to go to the pool again, it also removes the chlorine that, of course, is added into the water that now is going to get into our hair. So if you have a good routine of shampooing your hair and you still feel like you're not getting enough hydration, it may mean you need to use a good clarifying shampoo to remove even more layers of buildup. So consider that, but that's the bonus tip. A lot of people don't use a clarifying shampoo, and that could be your ultimate way to hydrating your hair.
You don't use a clarifying shampoo all the time. Maybe, unless you're like a professional swimmer, you're in chlorine water all the time. But I wouldn't recommend using a clarifying shampoo often. This is something you would do once a month, or maybe you took out a protective style and you got layers of product build up on your hair. Or again, like Michael was mentioning, you just feel like your hair is constantly dull and dry and you're not getting that absorption of water. Then definitely pick up a clarifying shampoo more often until you see better results. You could use it like once every 2 weeks until you see better results. And then I would slow down and only use it once a month.
So that's your secret tip to hydration. We're going to look at what ingredients we need to look for. Like when you turn that bottle around, what ingredients are you searching for that you're working with a good clarifying shampoo? So I'm going to give the first two ingredients to Shell because I don't know how to say them.
Sodium lauryl sulfate is one. A lot of people say to stay away from SLS and sulfates, but I'm big on using a sulfate. Will be just fine, especially like once, twice a month. This again, we're talking about a clarifying shampoo. Also, salicylic acid is another ingredient that is amazing, even for dry scalps, making sure your hair and your scalp is thoroughly clean. Lemon peel extract is in a lot of the products that I use as well. And apple cider vinegar. Talking about vinegar that is actually formulated within a product. Mm-hmm. One thing you're not going to find much here or hear much from me is using things from your kitchen on your hair. These are products that are formulated for hair and pH balanced for hair.
All right. I was giving you the first two, but you took all four. So great job.
Oh,
great job. No, it's good. We'll just move on. We'll move on. Now let's talk about moisturizing shampoos and the ingredients you want to look for. So the first thing with moisturizing shampoos is you will find more oils listed in the ingredient list. You're also going to see something called citric acid. So don't be afraid of that. That's going to help the product have a balanced pH level that's healthy for our hair. So you want to see that in the product. And again, pH balance is what's really important also for, just like for our skin, it's important. It's also important for our hair. And then the third thing is some type of sulfate that you're going to be looking for. Now there's two common ones that you'll see in a lot of shampoos. And again, I'm going to give that to Shell so she can go ahead and pronounce those.
Oh, I definitely don't know how to pronounce the other one, but I know it when I see it. Definitely sodium lauryl sulfate, and then sodium, the one that starts with a C, and it's a long name. Cocoa. Look, we're going to put in our mind sodium cocoa and some other stuff. But
you'll see it at the bottom of the screen. Last one, this sodium ingredient that we have here. This is a mild cleanser. So it's still a sulfate, but it's just gentler on the hair. In fact, it's something that you would find in bubble baths, and is recommended for sensitive skin and even found in baby products. So it's definitely more gentler on the hair, but those are the two that you're going to find in a good moisturizing shampoo.
Pay attention to the ingredient list, and you see that water is mentioned first, Just know that this product is going to be more hydrating, more lightweight, recommended for a finer textured hair. Okay. If you see water listed lower within the ingredient list, the product is going to be much creamier. It will have more oils in it, provide more slip to detangle, and it's recommended typically more for medium to coarse textured hair. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.